Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And this morning I come to you from another iconic location here in Sydney. I come to you from the Car Hill Walkway, and look at this view. We've got this awesome view of the harbour. We've got the harbour bridge. We've got beautiful Circular Quay in the background and a lovely walk which will take you all the way up to the harbour bridge. I always love coming up here because of these majestic views of the harbour bridge and Circular Quay. Isn't it beautiful? And down the bottom there, as you can see, there's some development happening, and I've got a friend of mine down there, Michael, who's working traffic control, but I can't see him at the moment. But when I do see him, I'll call out to him and give him a hi. Anyway, today I want to take some time to have a chat to you about a topic which is near and dear to my heart. And the topic is a saying. It's a saying that I heard many years ago, which is quite profound and has made a significant impact on the way I think and the way I live my life. And the saying basically goes like this: the future never presents itself unannounced. Let me repeat that one more time. The future never presents itself unannounced. And it's a great way of thinking and viewing the world, because nothing happens in our lives without clues being revealed to us slowly and like the peeling of an onion. A lot of people go through life saying, you know, poor me, what happened? I never saw this coming. But for those who are more perceptive, for those who have an eye for detail, for those who know that the future never presents itself unannounced, stay tuned and attuned to the clues that life presents you on a daily basis. Relationships, for example, don't sour overnight. People just don't break up because of one incident that just happened. It's built up over time, slowly but surely. One thing leads to another, and before you know it, you're estranged and you're no longer in love with each other. But people say, well, how did it happen? I didn't see it coming. But surely you saw it coming. It was happening every day. The arguments, the disagreements, the challenges, the issues, the unresolved issues, which happen on a daily basis, all lead to a point, like the old saying says, where the last straw broke the camel's back. But there's also positive aspects to it as well, that the future never presents itself unannounced. You can see when things are going well. You can, from an investment perspective, from a career perspective, you can start building and you can see how things are improving, and day by day getting better and better, and you're getting stronger. But you need to be attuned to those little clues, because greatness doesn't come overnight. You don't become a top performer overnight, but you do by becoming more diligent in your work, by building skills on a daily basis, and before you know it, you become the expert in an area, and you become the authority and the key advisor. There, I can see my friend Michael down there. Can you see Michael down there with the high vis? I'll go back down and surprise him. So how do we use this? How do children use this? The message to children is to stay attuned. The world is a complex place, but it's also an easy place, an easy way of learning how to grow and develop and how to survive, because people give you clues. There are clues. You just need to have your ear open to it and ask questions. Don't just sit there and hope that things work out. Don't just sit there and just hope that things work out the way you want them to work out. You need to be able to shape your future. You need to be able to shape situations as best you can. And to shape them means that you need to ask questions. Am I on track? Am I off track? What can I do better? What did you mean by that? Can we solve this? Can we resolve this problem that we have? And I remember in a recent book summary that I read, there were some powerful messages there. And the book was entitled Finding the Love That You Want. And what they talked about there is all relationships have issues, all people have problems. But the important thing is to resolve those problems in a productive, sustainable way. And the suggestion from this book was that you need to, one, organise a meeting, so set an appointment. You don't just solve problems on the spot. So set an appointment to sit down and talk. And when you're talking, have some rules about how you engage. And the rules that these people suggested in this book were that first, the person who has the issues will talk them out and say, this is the issue that I have, in a nice way, in a productive way, in a non-confrontational way. And the person who is listening will then repeat back the issue in their own words so that they reassure the person that they have been heard out and have been understood. So step one is make an appointment. Don't just try and talk it out when you're emotional, when you're upset, when you've got issues yourself and you're not in a good state to work it out. Secondly, listen to what the person is saying to you and mirror back to them, repeat back to them in empathetic words and as clearly as possible what the person has just said to you. And then talk about how you go about solving it. But most importantly of all, they said, is once you've gotten through that particular issue, then the person who's listening should ask one more question. And it's like the McDonald's question. Is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to discuss? So that the person can open up and let you know if there are other issues that they have that they want to talk about. So that's something that we can consider and think about. Michael! Anyway, he's down there. I don't think he heard me. He's a bit shy. But let's finish up and let's summarise what we've just said. That the future never presents itself unannounced. You don't become redundant overnight in your work. You don't get sacked on the spot. It's something that is built up over time. So make sure you're cautious. You you don't let things build up over time. You try and solve things on a daily basis and be diligent in what you're doing, and don't fall into the trap of one day finding yourself redundant, or finding yourself separated or divorced, and then saying, well, I didn't see that coming. Because even blind Freddie saw it coming. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and be in tune. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel great. There are people here running, there are people here exercising, making the most of this beautiful morning up here on the Cahill Walk. So to all my friends, let's remind ourselves, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, stay in tune. Stay in tune. Keep your ears open, your eyes focused, your intuition. Follow your intuition, because the future never presents itself unannounced. And look for the clues and ask a simple question. What can I do? What can I do better? What did you mean? And try and solve things early. Nip them in the bud before they become big issues. But if you do have big issues, remember, sit down, organise an appointment with your partner, with your friend, talk it out in a nice way, mirror back, so say back to them exactly what they've said to you, find solutions, and ask the question again, is there anything else? Because usually there's a few straws on that camel's back, so it's important to try and remove as many of those straws before the camel buckles and you're caught by surprise. Anyway, enough from me. Take care, and until tomorrow, 5 o'clock, Jim's 5 a.m. club. Stay safe. Que se agapao. Yasas. Bye bye. I love you.